Welcome. We are here on a Saturday morning here at the Timberwolves Arena. We're here for the Timberwolves Shootout event featuring top-ranked high school teams from Minnesota against some arena's best in the 17th annual Shootout. I'm here with Skolt, and I'm Jessica Granquist, and we're excited to see these teams head-to-head.
Hey Jessica, good morning. Yeah, it's a Saturday morning, like she said, that we're here. I would often usually be asleep on a Saturday otherwise, but hey, this is a big time thing. This tournament's been going on for I think at least 3 or 4 years that the Timberwolves have been sponsoring this here at Target Center. Of course, Target Center, home of the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they've got a game later tonight against Portland. So it would be an exciting game for pro basketball, but this is all about the high school today. So as you said, we've got the Lakeview Christian Lions playing from Wisconsin, the Onalaska Hilltoppers. And they're introducing the starters right now.
Yeah, they just covered the, as you can see here, they just covered the Onalaska team, and now that we're covering the Lakeview Christian team. Both of these teams are great competitors as they have outstanding players. We have Anderson Broman, we have the leading state scorer right now currently for Lakeview Christian coming on. We have Onalaska, which is a great team also as well, bringing out heavy competition. Who do you think we have for Onalaska and Lakeview to be watching for?
Well, because of course they're from Wisconsin, we don't know that as much about them as we know. You mentioned Anders Broman for Lakeview. Just introduced him now on the court. Deja vu, as we mentioned him. Leading scorer in Minnesota high school history. He set that mark earlier this season in the game, averaging 42 points a game.
Yeah,
wow.
That is absolutely outstanding. With an overall 4,000 points in his career, the Lions are really lucky to have him on their squad, that's for sure.
Definitely, and he's got a younger brother, Bjorn, who's also a pretty darn good scorer too. I know he's had some high-scoring games, but when you got your older brother, the senior, who's just, you know, nailing them from all over the place and then some at 42, that's just unheard of. So when I played high school ball, if somebody scored 40 points in one game, that was fantastic. So I just didn't see that. This guy's averaging that. Wow.
Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. I heard that the younger Broman is a great passer, scoring 20.5 points per game, like you said early on. I mean, that's what they used to be, the baseline, and now his brother is scoring up in the 40s.
Okay, we're getting ready for the opening tip-off, and Onalaska wins it. Hilltoppers starting out. They're going to be shooting from going right to left, versus the Lions will be going left to right on the court as we watch it.
Oh, right away scoring early. Onalaska got up. What was that number?
21 for Onalaska,
21.
Matt Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, he's 6'4". He got it right up there, jumped high over the defense Lakeview, and he just put it in.
A great alley-oop play. Oh, and a steal now by Onalaska. They're coming in. Set up. There's the shot, right side, and another bucket. 4-0 right now for the Hilltoppers.
Oh, yeah, that was a great steal by Dustin Gordon. He just read the defense and offense correctly and just took advantage of the play.
Yeah, and they're putting the pressure on, not letting him come easily up court, but they're getting it now. Lions shot in the key. It's missed out of bounds off Onalaska, so it'll be the Lions' ball on the baseline.
Yeah, it seems like Onalaska's coming on with a strong strategy. They seem like they have their strategy in place, and a little bit Lakeview is kind of catching up to this pressure that Onalaska's putting on them.
Yeah, they definitely are. I'm not sure how much they could have studied each other, you know, being from different states and whatnot, but I know that I saw earlier in the season, as far as in the game that the Lions lost, the other team put a lot of pressure on the big scorers, especially on Broman, and that helped. It was Blake, I believe. Blake Bears beat the Lions earlier in the season. So Onalaska playing pretty good defense. They're in the zone for the most part right now.
Yeah, I could imagine Onalaska really focusing on trying to shut down Lakeview's top scorer, Anders Broman.
Definitely. There's Broman just outside three-point range. Shots off and missed, but we got a foul on there.
Yeah, I could see as they are really focusing in on them, double teaming them on the three-point line. They really want to shut him down early.
A nice run to the line for shooting free throws as he was fouled on that attempt. So 16:46 to go here, first half. First shot is up and good, so that's Broman's first point of the game. Makes it 4-1. That's just that unusual score to ever have 1 point.
Yeah, that is very odd for a basketball game.
He missed the second shot. Of course, he was fouled on a three-point try, so he gets 3 shots.
You know, being in a big arena like this sometimes throws off the, depth perception as well. So
Sure.
Maybe it just takes the teams getting used to the venue, and then they can really get into gear.
That's a very great point, Jessica. It's when you're playing someplace where you haven't before, there's always an adjustment phase, regardless of how good obviously this is a pro arena. I mean, it's a great arena, but just getting used to the feel of it, especially for high school players. You know, that's not something that they're doing all the time. And they're more used to high school gyms, and makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Onalaska there with just a couple of attempts, and both shots missed. Now the Lions are bringing it up court.
Definitely. It seems like Onalaska's been moving the ball around really quickly, trying to get in that shot opening.
Long three-point shot by the Lions.
That was by the young Broman.
The young Broman, Bjorn, yeah, with the big three-point shot, and that was from NBA distance, folks. That was not the high school distance. Great shot there.
Yeah, they're really setting up. Great. We have a foul.
Foul underneath on Lakeview, yes. So inbounding is for Onalaska now along the Lakeview baseline.
Yeah, it seems like the Lakeview strategy is to play Onalaska tight, very close defense, putting a lot of pressure on Alaska to make the accurate pass, make that great shot, and they have to really work for it. It's not going to come easy.
Yes, definitely. Well, Onalaska missed that last shot, rebounded by the Lions and brought up court. They're shooting, of course, left to right. And just passing around the top of the three-point range. Dribbling inside, lower baseline, left side. Shot is up. Rebounded by...
Fight at the bend of the hoop. You want to see that early on in the game, though. Both teams fighting. You're not just letting the other team get the ball.
Yep. Onalaska, a good rush up court, but their shots were missed. Now back by Lakeview, fast breaking down.
Yeah, great scrambling plays.
We're getting some back and forth action here now. Onalaska now coming down lower baseline. Shot is up. Pump, but no foul call.
Yeah, it seems like they're going back and forth quick. Very, very quick back and forth games.
Bad pass turnover. Back. Onalaska's got it now. Number 21, dribbling baseline. Falling, shooting a shot. Doesn't make it. I think he thinks there should have been a foul, but there was no call.
Yeah, Anders carrying the ball. I think he wants to get in that scoring position, but passes to
Bjorn.
his brother and he scores again from the NBA line.
NBA range.
Not
Bjorn
even the
right
high school line. The NBA 2 back to back.
Yeah, that's 2. So that's 6 points for Bjorn already. He's 2 for 2 on the 3-point shots.
Yeah, he is showing his stuff early on in the game.
Showing up older brother. Brother's got 2 points. He's got 6. So it's.
Yeah, I mean it's just bringing high energy to their defense now. Going back to back NBA threes. I mean, defense struggled a little bit there. That was a great drive by number 44, Connor Hegelson.
Yeah, he's a big boy, senior, 6'4", and I think if I saw his weight, it was like 290. That's
yeah, I believe so too.
That's a big boy.
But he has moves. He juked the defense and he drove right in.
He did, yeah. We're getting a little chippy play here, a little back and forth, kind of turnovers back and forth between the teams. Playing in the morning is not, personally, I never liked it, but you got to play when you got to play. But so I don't know if they're just kind of slow getting into it, but a little chippy play with some bad ball handling, bad passes, intercepted, that kind of thing. So a little back and forth here. We've got an 8-6 score, 13:49 to go here first half.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I like to see the hustle and the drive and the fight. They're still playing scrappy, a little chippy, but at least they have the energy and the excitement going into this.
Sure. Pass inside Lakeview, trying to shoot.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to set up Broman, passing around and then getting him the open shot. But that just unfortunately mishappened for them, and now it's Onalaska ball.
Bring it up court over the half court.
Okay, carried down by Clint. Clint, he's a great player. We have a 6'1". It's his senior year. He's really looking to come in this venue and show his competitive drive.
And drive by number 43, Connor Gavin. Missed his own shot, but got his rebound, put it back up in, tying the score at 8-8.
And again, as a coach, you want to see that if you miss your shot, you want to box out and get the rebound to put that back up.
Following your shot, very important, and the work paid off for the man because the young man, as he went and got his own rebound and then got the bucket out of it. So a great stats line thing.
Yeah, definitely.
A long shot there by Lakeview is missed.
Yeah,
Rebound by Onalaska.
Josh Ply's wide open and just hit the rim.
3-point shot, it's off from Onalaska. Lakeview gets the ball, and we've got Broman bringing it up court now. Has to pass it off. Down to the top of the key, back over to the right side. Back up top in the middle now.
Yeah, I like this tight defense both teams are playing to put the pressure on.
They got a foul down underneath.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit, body on the inside of the, inside of the K.
Fouls on Connor Helgeson, they're saying. Team is substituting a little bit here. Bringing in a few fresh bodies.
Yeah, sometimes they got to give him a break, like you said, again, that early morning play, sometimes, it exhausts you a little bit faster than it does later on in the day.
True. Got to wake up, got to get loose. The inbound is the ball inside.
Scrambling for the inbound pass, but, again, both teams scrappy, fighting, going that extra mile to try to get that ball back.
Yeah. Lakeview stepped on the lines, though, so out of bounds on them. So Onalaska will be inbounding it. And bringing it up court will be number 13, Clint Ryan. He's a 6'1" senior. Passing over on the left side now, down low. Up to Helgeson. Three-point shot is off.
I do like to see the down low key man shoot up top. It really adds a different style to the game, and it keeps the other team on their toes, ready to defend anything.
Yep. We've got an offensive foul now on Helgeson from Onalaska. Got a rebound, tried to drive in. The big boy, though, knocked him over. Definite offensive foul, so that he didn't suffer the worst for it, for sure.
No, you want to see that again at an early play. You want to be aggressive. You show your teammate that, hey, I'm going to fight to the end for this. If I foul, maybe that was a smart play. Coach made a great move, subbed him out early. He's a key player for them, so he wants to keep his fouls down.
Lakeview on the offensive end. Trying to get something set as they run back for dribbling drive.
Oh, what a great drive!
And the foul. Three-point play, and that's Bjorn, the younger brother, with that bucket on the drive down the left side of the key. Makes it and gets fouled. He'll be shooting for the three-point play.
Yeah, it seems like he is coming out with a high-energy game, really moving around.
Definitely.
Scrappy on the defense, setting up the plays on the offense. I'm sure he's learned a great amount from his brother, and just was really excited to play in this venue. A wonderful Timberwolves arena that has been set up, and the Target Center is just great surroundings. And we have a large amount of fans here for early in the morning.
Yes, we do.
So, playing for these people is just absolutely amazing as an athlete. With the deep three.
Deep three for Onalaska. Yeah, that was number 10, Ben Skogan.
Yeah, he's only a junior.
Yeah, good. That was a great shot.
Wait, no, he is a senior. No, he is a senior.
Nice shot. And put them up 11-10 here. Right underneath the Onalaska basket.
Scrappy play.
The refs let it go, and Onalaska brings it up and brings it up court.
Yeah, fast press, but he's holding up. He wants to set up the offense.
And there's the drive, but missed. There's a foul. It was number 21, Matt Thomas, with the drive, trying to score and get a three-point bucket, but or set up a three-point play. Didn't make it though.
Yeah, you want to see that early on. Driving. Lakeview only had two players underneath, but he still challenged them. One underneath, went up for the shot, and said, "Hey, if I'm not going to make this, I'm definitely going to draw that foul."
Yeah, smart play, very smart play, and he's a senior. He's, I'm sure, very savvy in that regard of making things happen. So, and like you've been saying, Onalaska they're bringing that. They're certainly got a lot of energy. First free throw is missed, second one up and in. That makes it 12-10 now for Onalaska over Lakeview. Yeah,
and this is Onalaska's third appearance here at this Timberwolves Shootout event. So they're a little bit more familiar with the venue and playing here, and they may have that little bit of a comfort zone coming into this game versus Lakeview.
Could be, yes. They're having a very good season. They're 6-3 so far this year. They started out with a 5-game winning streak at the beginning of the year. Then dropped 3, but they won their last game. So they're bringing that here and trying to, of course, increase their record.
Yeah, and they lost last year to Apple Valley, who will be playing later on in the day here today. But you know what? They beat Benilde St. Margaret the year before, and they're just a great Wisconsin team. They won the championship here last year out in Wisconsin, but they retired. They retired a freshman who went to Wisconsin Green Bay, who's a freshman now at Wisconsin Green Bay, who was a great player for them, a heavy scorer. So they're just fighting back, but still have that drive.
Broman tried to spot up for a 3, but missed. Onalaska trying to come back. Good defense by Lakeview, knocking that ball away. It'll be Hilltopper's ball out of bounds on the baseline. A good back and forth play. It's 12-11 is our score right now. 10:59 to go here first half at Target Center. The Onalaska Hilltoppers versus Lakeview Christian Lions in this first matchup of the 2013 Timberwolves Shootout.
Yeah, definitely. And Onalaska being a Wisconsin team, playing an unfamiliar Lakeview Christian, both teams, you know, like we said earlier, it's hard to strategize. And, you know, you can't really go over and watch the other team play or have, you know, maybe you can have film, but they're in different states. So, you know, this is just a great competition, head-to-head battle.
Definitely. And you learn as you go. The coaches have to adjust and see what they see out of their players as well as what they're seeing the other team doing.
Yeah, definitely. And you see the brothers going back and forth to each other, trying to set one another up.
Lakeview lost the ball, but they might get it back.
Here we go.
There's Broman now coming up on the right side, driving. Ball gets stripped from him, though. And Onalaska bringing it up court. Fires across the right side. Shot is up and good.
And Onalaska bringing in that fast-paced game. Lakeview as well, too, but it seems like right now Onalaska is bringing a little bit of faster pace. Now they're bringing out a mini full-court press that we have set up to try, again, put that pressure on Lakeview. They're up 14-11 here with 9 minutes remaining in the first half.
And we've got a timeout on the court. Timeout Lions. Lakeview taking the first time out of the game.
And again, the shootout will this is featuring 8 of Minnesota's top boys basketball programs, along with 2 of the top college prospects. Tickets, I don't know if you know this, but tickets are actually are valued to the Timberwolves game tonight that'll be on later.
Cool.
So everybody that is here coming to the games will be able to go in free for the Timberwolves versus Portland game.
Extra value out of the tickets also, yeah. Hopefully some smart buys, and hopefully these people show up for the Wolves game tonight too, because the Wolves have been playing great basketball overall, especially at home.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, you of all people would know this.
This is true, yes. I haven't missed a game for the Wolves in a couple of years, and yeah, part of the Timberwolves Army, if you haven't heard of that, we're the loudest fan section going, not just in Target Center, but kind of across the NBA. So I can't totally authoritatively say that, because certainly I haven't visited the other arenas, but I know some of the feedback we've gotten. We're in section 121, and we're loud and proud. So if you are hearing this and want to check out a Timberwolves game in that section, by all means do so and come check it out. So it's a lot of fun. So you're going to come join us sometime, Jessica?
Yeah, I think I will come join you. You guys are loud and energetic, and I like that kind of crowd. But again, focusing on this game, all these games will be posted on pep45.com within a week. So you guys can check out the links and or the teams, the fans, or even recruiters that want to check out some of the leading scorers or the defenders of the game will be able to chance to do that.
Sure, it's a great way to be able to scout via the internet, because yeah, this will be accessible. So we've got Onalaska now bringing the ball up court again, filling up the middle, trying to set something up, drive up the right side, nicely done. Matt Thomas,
again he is fearless driving up the middle. He doesn't really care who is in the way. You know, again, 2 defenders on him, just slices them down the middle and just places it up nicely with that layup.
Yeah, he showed his senior leadership and experience with that drive, putting the Hilltoppers up 16-11 now in the game. Like, you're trying to set something up. The Hilltoppers defense inside especially has been tough. Pass and the shot there. Broman with the score underneath.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice move around by Lakeville. Quick passes, trying to set Andrews up, and they got him inside, and he put it up perfectly.
He did, yeah. Onalaska comes right back with the score, though. Matt Thomas doesn't let Broman show him up at all. He comes back and fires a shot from inside the three-point range.
And I think that is 3 back-to-back points for him. He is scoring the last 3 baskets for Onalaska. So, you know, he is, again, putting the pressure on, separating the score, and that's what you want to do. 18-13 here. Putting the pressure on, again, separating even further.
Thomas now with the 3-point shot.
Oh my gosh, he is on fire.
He's putting on a little show. It'll be interesting to see what kind of stats he compiles for the game.
Yeah, but again, Lakeview coming in with that fast setup offense and deep 3. Didn't make it this time. Broman went for it again with that NBA 3.
Yeah, that was Bjorn.
Oh, that was Bjorn.
Bjorn, yeah, it was Bjorn Broman with that 3. He'd been hotter earlier, but yeah, maybe cool enough. Thomas again driving now for Onalaska and hits it. That's 5 straight baskets for him now. 1 3-pointer and 4 normal buckets. He is really on fire. He's got it. Well, I'm sure he's the leading scorer in the game here now. We're not telling the stats here officially, so
Yeah, no, definitely. But, you know, he is bringing on his A game here in the venue. So that's what you can ask for as a coach, as a teammate.
Now, and Anders coming right back, driving baseline with the lob shot and gets the foul. So he'll have another shot at a three-point play.
And I think he scored the last 3 points for Lakeview as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's had the last 3 baskets and now shooting for a free throw.
So it seems like
he missed his last
a back-to-back battle between Anders Broman and over here Matt Thomas. So
could be an interesting shootout that way. Yes, he hits the free throw, so he completes that 3-point play. The score is 23-16 now.
Yeah, setting up that fast offense again. Scrappy onto the hoop, but Lakeview comes up with the ball, bringing up fast, slowing it down a little bit, trying to set up something. You know, they really want to get that ball moved, maybe to Broman, maybe just to get it in.
Nice pass by Broman inside to number 11, Jonathan Harnesty, 6'3" senior, and he scores the bucket. Great assist from Anders Broman on that one, setting it up, keeping the score close.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams playing that fast-paced game. I can't speak volumes enough to it, but you know, that fast-paced game just adds, it builds on top of each other. Both teams will kind of thrive off that, and until one team slows it down, I don't know, maybe it's Lakeview to try to slow down the Onalaska offense here and just to really take them out of their game, slow it down a couple bit.
Nice drive there by the Hilltoppers. Thomas leading it down and then passing it off for the assist as they got the score. But the Lions come right back.
Yeah, what is that, Mark Chu?
Mark Chu, little guy, 5'11", with the bucket. So answering right back, keeping the score at a 4-point margin, 25-21.
Yeah, you know this.
Thomas with a long 3 bounce.
Oh, almost.
Hilltoppers with the rebound. They missed the rebound shot. Now we got a foul underneath.
But hey, that's great. That's great fouling of the basket. You know, you want to see that as your teammates following your shot, you know, not just giving up or running away or hoping that it goes in, but really fighting for the rebound.
Yes. Good, as you've been saying, good hustle really on both squads. Part for a morning game, first early game of the day. We've got Lakeview now bringing it in. It's Bjorn Broman. Up now just over half court and still drilling, trying to get things set. They're trying to set up their offense a little more deliberately now. Now he drives the middle.
Yep.
Pass off the left side. Bucket's missed, but there's a foul. Number 23, Josh Kuhn, who made the attempt but missed, the freshman.
Yeah, it seemed like that was a well set up play. Like you said again, the diligence of that last play compared to the back-and-back fast-paced style that we've been seeing. So maybe to, you know, again, change the pace to get Lakeview.
Exactly. Get it out of, for Lakeview to get Onalaska out of their flow and try to set up their own thing and get some plays set up a little more deliberately. I see that as good strategy because when they were moving a little faster, sometimes their passes just weren't so crisp and not hitting and more turnovers happening, that kind of thing. Versus some of their last few sets, even if they haven't made the shot, though, they've been just looking smarter, like they're setting up better. Here's a free throw attempt. Hits it. We've got 5:50 here left in the first half. 25-22 is our score. We've got Onalaska bringing it up. The 13 Clinton Ryan. Building passes off to the side to Thomas, who drives and gets fouled.
Yeah, he is just drawing those fouls left and right. If he can't get that open shot, he is definitely making sure that he is getting underneath and at least like a 15 to 10 feet radius to get that shot or draw that foul.
Right. Thomas is kind of exerting his leadership in his, which maybe his team needed. I don't know if he sensed that or if it's just the way his game style is.
Yeah, I mean, he is a great player. He's averaging 21.3 points per game, and last season and this year he is at 29 points, an Iowa State recruit. So, you know, he is really showing his stuff here at this venue.
No, he's looking good. Yeah, he's, I would say he's outplayed Anders Broman at this point. Who's the big gunner. A lot of games to go yet, of course.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, pass was picked off. We got it. Onalaska goes up just for the easy layup. That was Clint Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, that was just great vision.
Sure. Intercepted the pass, took it uncontested all the way in for an easy score. Lakeview now trying to come back.
Again, going back into that fast, went away from that diligence that you'd spoken about a little bit, but hey, you know, sometimes you just get caught up in the fast offense that Onalaska is playing.
A nice drive attempt there by number 43, Connor Gavin for the Hilltoppers, but missed on the shot. Lakeview bring it back up court again, and they're now on the left side. setting up over to in the middle, looking to get things set. Now they're trying to run their play of the moment. Pass over to the right. Shot is up, but bad shot, and it was missed.
Yeah, I don't know if...
The Hilltoppers come back up court.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if Lakeview playing their style game that they really want to right now. It seems like they're not getting Anders Broman the ball yet. Inconsistency, because, I mean, he's putting at 43 points.
Thomas.
With the deep
pointer.
Three.
Yeah.
Was that the NBA line, too?
He might have been standing on the NBA line, but in high school it still counts because you were behind the high school line.
Hey, close enough, I mean.
Yeah, it was a three-pointer, of course, but yeah, not quite NBA. He'll have to work on that a little bit, right?
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, driving
with
in.
a beautiful drive.
Exactly. Beautiful drive. Great spin move. Underneath the hoop to just place perfectly.
He showed himself very, very well there. And then gets back to defend Matt Thomas on another long drive. Thomas missed that three-pointer bad. Now Broman's got it again to bring it over.
Yeah, I think Broman needs a really carry his team here, which it seems like he's trying to do. Just about 4 minutes left. They're down 24-32. What do you think that Lakeview needs to do to make the deficit a little bit closer?
Well, I think Broman, and we just saw him do it on this play. He made the drive, didn't make the shot, but got fouled, so he's taking free throws now. But I think Anders has to try to exert his senior leadership like Thomas has been doing for the Hilltoppers. I think sometimes your stars have to step it up. It's good to share the ball and all that kind of thing, but sometimes a star needs to lead. You know, the other team, his teammates need to see that too. That will give them confidence, as if they see him being more successful. That's what they're used to, obviously, with him scoring 40 points a game. It's not the other. Oh, big. Oh, that was really nice by Onalaska.
You know, I mean, made both of his free throw shots, but Onalaska said, okay, we don't care, we're coming back and driving it in, and they pass it right in there under the hoop, set it up.
Big fast break, and yeah, they pulled that off, so they got the 2 points right back. So bad shot attempt there by Lakeview, rebounded and brought up court now by Onalaska. Thomas driving, lays it up and in.
Yeah, they are.
Beautiful shot.
Again, Onalaska's just putting the pressure on this Lakeview squad.
Yeah, they've got a 10-point lead now, 36-26 with 3:18 and counting. That's the biggest lead of the game so far for either team.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that Lakeview maybe needs to set up a few more plays. That's beautiful.
Yeah, there's a nice setup. I'm just saying they set one up, and the freshman, 23, Josh Kloon with the bucket. He's 6'4". He's a kind of a skinny guy, but tall, obviously. And good touch from underneath. Cuts that lead to 8.
Scrappy again, under the hoop is what you want, but hey, now it's going to come out with Lakeview's ball.
Yep. Yeah, turnover on Onalaska, so Lakeview bring it up. 2:53 to go here in the first half. And we've got Bjorn Broman, who's bringing it up court.
Again, slowly for being in the last part of the first half. So, I mean, maybe he's, again, trying to set up something to make that shot versus running that fast-paced game.
For sure, at this point of the game, you don't have to rush too much.
No, not at all.
Three-point shot, long one, but it's missed.
With a great rebound, almost.
Bjorn with rebound, over to Anders. Nope. Oh, off. Nice shot, though. Good-looking shot, just bounced off.
Yeah, it looked like
Onalaska bringing it up on the left side, drive. Oh, nicely done. And the foul.
And one.
And one on that one.
Yeah, we have.
Dustin Gordon, number 3 for Onalaska. He's a 6'3" senior, taking the long pass, driving in from the left side, and making the bucket, and the foul is drawn. So he'll be going for the and one shot here.
Yeah, speaking of Onalaska, last year they finished their season up 27-1.
Wow, that is just phenomenal record.
No, that's a record to be a part of.
Yeah, really.
Definitely. And I mean, if you're either, say you're Onalaska's coach, what strategy would you have coming into this last part of this game?
Well, completes the free throw, just be obviously commentating on that.
Oh, definitely.
Onalaska, I think, just kind of needs to keep doing what they're doing in general. You know, playing solid defense. You know, Matt Thomas is certainly leading. He can't do it all for them, but you know, with his leadership and just including the other guys from bit to bit, they're getting some good fast breaks in here thus far, which has helped them stay ahead and not let Lakeview cut their margin down. So Lakeview
staying on top of the key here, really passing it around, taking time at first, but now it seems like they're trying to drive it in and set up a play fast.
Lakeview missed that shot. They grabbed their own rebound. There's a foul on Onalaska. Could be Lakeview Christian ball.
Yeah, scrappy play, but, you know, number 10 for Onalaska, Ben, which is a little bit too aggressive, you know. But when you're Lakeview, you want that. You want to draw that foul. You want to be aggressive, but respectively aggressive. So
sure.
Drew the foul.
Well, and when you're behind, you want to be able to draw fouls anytime you can. And you got to hit those free throws. It's missed, but Anders gets the rebound, dribbles down the baseline, and hits the shot. Nicely done by Anders.
Yeah, it was just a great lineup. He seemed like he knew what he was doing. He was lined up. He says, hey, I got to score points for my team. We got to get going here.
Exactly, yeah. We've got a timeout now on the court here with 1:44 to go here first half. 39-30 is the score on Onalaska over Lakeview here in this Target Center Timberwolves shootout.
Yeah, definitely. And both teams are playing a great style of game. Onalaska seems to be coming on the advantage side, you know. Thankful for Matt for them. He's just really putting the pressure on, scoring lots of points for Onalaska here and making that differentiating factor.
Yeah, yeah. I wish we had a statistician right here to know what his point tally is at the moment. So, but he's well into double figures. Definitely. He may have half of their points at least. I would guess, just speculative here. See if we can get some kind of an update at the half.
And if I was Matt, I would be feeling pretty good and confident about myself, my scoring ability right about now.
Yeah, definitely. So, playing with a lot of confidence. So they're bringing the ball back in now off the timeout.
Yeah, Clint bringing it down nice and slowly, trying to set something up. A little bit of a shove. I don't know what happened, but, you know, there goes
Thomas
down.
Inside, hits the basket. Lakeview just does not have an answer for him inside when he gets down low. He's been able to overpower them.
Yeah, definitely. When you get your confidence early, sometimes you're just on fire for the whole game, or at least the first half here.
Yeah.
But again, Lakeview seeing the time frame and trying to drive in fast, but, you know, just hit the rim, unfortunately.
Yeah. And off the Lakeview miss, Onalaska bringing it back up. They've been pressing it to try to get some fast breaks going and keep that going. And of course, when you can do that, that just helps so much. But cross-court pass to Thomas. He drives in. A ball rolls off. He gets his own rebound and tips it in.
Yeah, that was just a great follow-up. It seems like the Lakeview's defense is playing tight, but maybe a little bit too tight that if they get juked to the wrong way, then they're getting beat on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody blocked out. And again, Thomas just aggressively following his shot and being able to leap up and over for the offensive rebound and the score. Put back basket. The Lakeview answers. Here's number 11, Hardesty with the score.
Yeah, again, Bajorn, he's just really, again, he's going back to that diligency. It seems like when he is bringing that diligency, he's setting up that play in there. Lakeview is scoring points for them.
Time ticking off here, 13, 12, 11 seconds to go. 43-32 is the score. The Hilltoppers on top. They're trying to set up probably for a last shot here.
Yeah, I mean, under
pass
the hoop.
outside is picked off. Anders Broman trying to bring it up. He's got to fire it. He does, but it's off. He just got over.
Yeah, we have 43 in Alaska, 32 Lakeview in the first half. Great game for both teams. We have Onalaska coming up on the positive side with Matt coming on with a strong game, and Lakeview, you know, a little bit of a deficit in the beginning, but.
And now we're here at halftime. We're going to be bringing on shortly here Jeff Municky, who's works for the Timberwolves. He does a lot of stuff. I know the man pretty well, and it's just always amazed. He is the longest tenured Timberwolves employee. He's been with them since their first season back in '89. We're going to be talking to him because he deals with fan experience stuff, and of course that gets also into high school tournaments and all that type of thing as well too. So.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what you want for a Timberwolves fan in Timberwolves Arena. You want that set up, but here we have him right now.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, how you doing?
Not a bad game so far, huh?
Oh, it's a fantastic game.
It's been very interesting. So
it's good stuff.
So now I don't know if you heard this part before you got on the mic. I was just bragging about you being the longest tenured employee of the Wolves. So you have many stories that I'm sure it could be interesting to tell, but we're more here obviously today focused on the tournament.
Yeah, I kind of come with the bricks and mortar of Target Center here. I have been here for almost 25 years, and when I write the book, there's many chapters to be had, including our Timberwolves Shootout events here.
There we go. So how long has this tournament been running now?
17 years.
17 years.
And it's our opportunity for the Timberwolves and Lynx to help showcase the top talent in Minnesota, both individually as a team and community, and And as you can see, it's already a pretty good crowd. I think as the day goes on, this thing's going to get pretty full the way we hear. A lot of people chattering about all the games today.
Well, sure. And Jessica was pointing out earlier, too, how when people get tickets for this, they're getting also being a pass for the Wolves game. It's later tonight, too, which is
yeah, you know, it's $15 for the whole day. You can't even go to a movie anymore for $15, and you're going to get 4 great high school games and a Timberwolves game on top of it. I mean, you can't beat it.
No, that's a very, very good deal. So, what kind of is some of the background stuff going into putting this all together? So, I mean, you were here real early.
Yeah, you know, for us, what we do is we start targeting already for next year. You know, with teams that have underclassmen that are very good players, or teams that have a very strong tradition or background, and so we're already starting to talk about having teams hold dates for next year, knowing that this event will continue. We're already starting to talk to teams outside the state of Minnesota. Just same thing with underclassmen, with sophomores and juniors, with kids coming back that are really good players. Obviously, those are the teams that we target, and we want to have a great event on a year-to-year basis. And what's fun is over the course of time, we've had, I think now 25 guys that have gone on to play in the NBA at some point.
Wow, yeah, I saw there was a list in the program, but it's like, wow, all these guys have been here. I mean, I wasn't surprised to see, like a Khalil Ahmed, who played here in the cities, but to see some of the names that have been here, that's a really good thing. And it does make it a more interesting game to watch when, like today, we've got Broman versus Thomas between the two teams. That's kind of the guys we've probably been talking about the most.
Yeah, no question. And you look at even up to our level with one of our current players, Kevin Love. Kevin Love played here several years ago and put on quite a show, 41 points, 17 rebounds, 7 blocks. And so it is one of those things where now as you see the level he's playing at with an Olympian and an All-Star, well, we get to see that firsthand when he's a high school senior.
Sure. And of course, he didn't have any idea, and I'm sure Chris Wright and we didn't know we'd be having him on the team as well too by that point. But what a great tie-in.
Absolutely, and you just look at these kids. You got Matt Thomas for Onalaska today, putting on a nice show. He started off a little bit cold. I think he ran off 14 straight there for a little bit. And Fred Hoiberg, obviously dear to us, one of our former players and former members of our basketball operations side, is down here, who is one of his recruits. Okay. And I think he's got a recruit in every single game today. Wow. Gopher coaches just showed up. Roy Williams from North Carolina is going to be here today, so it's kind of a who's who. Cool. Yeah, maybe we should see if we could get some of those guys on mic too. Hey, there you go. Yeah. Get rid of me. Bring in the real guys. Bring in the big guns.
Not saying get rid of you. Not saying
you
get rid of you.
You're the real guy.
All right. Well, you guys are too nice. You guys are too nice.
So, yeah, with this game, like you've been mentioning, I mean, it's been the interesting thing has been to see Thomas versus Broman, and actually the younger Broman's playing pretty good too. I mean, he started off hitting 2 or 3 threes right away.
He's a nice player too. They can both shoot it, and obviously they're face guarding Anders all over the court. They're not going to give him any easy looks at all, and they're doing a good job in him. And he's got loose on a couple, but obviously this Matt Thomas kid is a terrific player. It's really fun to watch.
He really is. I mean, his size, his savvy, it really comes through. They don't seem to have a lot of good defense. A strategy to be able to shut him down, and sometimes it's just his will. I mean, he's some of his baskets, like you said, he ran off a string of 5 straight baskets for the Hilltoppers in a row there, and some of it was just kind of force of will, that he was just exerting and taking that leadership step to bring them up, and that's really what I think put them in the lead here. Their defense have been pretty good too today, but.
Yeah, it's just good basketball, and as you see, we already got a pretty decent crowd for game number 1. And next game, next game with Blue Valley from Kansas and De La Salle coming in. Obviously, some unbelievable talent there. Well, actually, every game today has an intriguing storyline, I think, and obviously here you got all the shooters in here with Matt Thomas and the Broman brothers, and they haven't disappointed yet.
No, not at all. It's been exciting to watch. The purple and white versus the blue and white going at it.
There we go.
Yeah, very interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Jeff. Appreciate having you on here. Yeah,
thank you very much.
You probably have a few more things to do today.
We just got a couple things going on today. These are one of the most fun days that we have, though. Obviously, we have the Timberwolves game tonight, so a little something on the side here too. But with all the high school games, it's still the innocence of basketball, and it's fun to deal with the coaches and the kids and all the fans coming in to watch these kids before they hit the big stage.
Sure. And you have a cot or something in the back room that you just.
I probably should have a sleeping bag, or lots of coffee. I'm keeping Starbucks in business here today, that's for sure. I'll be making many runs over there.
Yeah, no, Jessica was needing some coffee. Thankfully, I just do the pop, so I can get that easy enough.
There you go. It's probably better. Probably more healthy, right?
Yeah, well, I like to think so anyway, yes.
Well, thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Well, appreciate it, Jeff. Thanks so much. And again, congratulations on the career as well as this is a great tournament. This is a lot of fun to be at.
Appreciate it. Thanks for being here and broadcasting, too.
Oh, you're welcome. Our pleasure. Again, that was Jeff Municky, VP of Fan Experience here with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Great community service that the man's been involved with for a lot of years. As I said, 25 years, in going.
Yeah, I mean, 17 years alone within a program speaks loyalty and volumes to his personality, as well as dedication to the Timberwolves and the Target Center Arena.
Yeah, and I can attest he's been good to work with. We mentioned briefly the Timberwolves Army section here, and some of that we had to coordinate a little bit of stuff with the Wolves to be able to do some of the things that we've been able to do, and just figure out. Some of it happened with Target Center, some of it happened with the Wolves, and he's been one of the main guys on the Wolves side that we've had to work with, and just been a great person and advocate to help do that, and that builds the fan experience for the program to be just really, really exciting, which you'll learn when you get to come join us. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know if the viewers know that much about, but you want to tell them what your outfit is when you come to some of the Timberwolves games?
Well, when I'm here as a Timberwolf, Timberwolves Army, obviously we kind of have an Army theme. So head to toe, let's see, well, starting at the feet, I've got custom-made basketball shoes. Custom-made. That have my Skolt nickname on there, as well as the Timberwolves Army. I wear a kind of a blue and black camo pants. The camouflage look there. There's always a t-shirt. I have a few different Wolves jerseys that are wearing over a few different t-shirts. Okay. My favorite t-shirt would be the camo one, like the one I've got on today. Then I've got a Wolves cap, of course, that I wear that's autographed by Pekovic himself, too, which was pretty cool. And then I'm a face painter, so yeah, I've got kind of the blue and black face paint rocking when I'm here for Wolves games, along with some glaring yellow beady eyes, so to speak. So we got the intimidation factor when we're staring down the other team, or fans from the other teams, because we do get some visiting fans here from time to time, for whatever reason. So I like to make sure that they know that this is Wolves' home court here.
Yeah, I believe it. I wonder if going to the high school games, if there's any of this sort of super fan association in the Minnesota High School League or anywhere else in the country.
Well, I'm not sure on the high school level. I can't say that I've seen it much. I know that you get some face painting things happen, and face paint does it certainly takes practice. It takes a little bit of time. It's a good hour, plus each time when I'm doing it for myself personally, I do my own. But so it's just a lot of time and practice and to get it right, to get it working well, so it rocks. Because especially on the pro level, when you're doing it, you want it to look good. I am not an artist by any means, so to make it look good is I'm glad I can pull it off. It's interesting. So, but yeah, lots of interesting comments, pictures, whatever type of thing. And between not just myself, but the whole Timberwolves Army group, we've certainly gotten some press, paper, TV, radio, whatever type of stuff, and that's fun.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm sure that maybe at the high school level, they'll maybe bring out their face paint at the state tournament or the section.
Sure.
Section game. So, but we don't see any face paint here today. Not so far. Maybe later on in the day.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how the tournament goes and what other teams do. Yeah, if any teams bring it or not. And it's kind of, I guess my own observation is, just as skill levels improve at each level, your fandom experience can change and improve or change at different levels. College sports certainly has a different kind of fever with college pride and all that kind of thing versus, on the pro level, it's more of a city pride and how fans work and stuff. And it is a different feel to it. But, at the pro levels where you have the best, and college level you have less in terms of the face paint.
More in the outfits.
More in the outfits and craziness kind of stuff. It's not as professionalism usually. I mean, what I've seen the face painting at the college level, some guys are good, but some of it's just kind of out there. Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure that's not what their main goal is, but I mean, hey, no. you strut your stuff for the Timberwolves, but I mean, coming back to this game, this is the time, the opportunity where each coach gets to, they actually really do get to strategize and put something out on the court and to implement to their teams to really take advantage. If you're Lakeview, maybe that you double team Matt or you put more pressure on him, give him space and then put pressure on. But if you're Onalaska, maybe you go back with a different strategy or maintain your strategy.
Sure. Well, it'll be interesting to see how they adjust. It's a good point because, definitely I think Lakeview's got to come up with some way to try to shut Thomas down. If they can do that even somewhat, they bring themselves back in the game. It's not out of 43-32. So it's an 11-point difference. Got the whole second half now in front of us to go.
Yeah, we have Lakeville here starting with the ball up top. Again, starting a little bit slow, trying to set something up to get things going for Lakeview.
Right, now second half, so Lakeview shooting left to right, Onalaska will be or right to left, Onalaska will be from left to right.
And again, a great steal. I think that's his, third steal tonight? That's Clint again with the great steal. coming back on the top. He is just trying to set up the plays, trying to get things going for Alaska, maybe get Matt involved in the play or himself. But under the hoop, we have, they have double teamed, a little bit tighter defense from Lakeview.
Yeah, they double teamed Thomas immediately when he got that ball down low. He had to kick it back out.
Yeah, definitely. And again, double team, almost a triple team.
Well, and it worked. They got the ball loose from him. He missed on the shot attempt. Now they're bringing it up court. So no scores thus far here in the second half.
Yeah, it seems like Lakeview's defense is really bringing a lot stronger, a little bit more forcefulness to their defense. But, that's what you have to do.
Yeah, and again, that's part of the adjustment phase, as you're referring to. That what did they do at halftime? They got to do that.
Oh, that was just a great spin move by Clint. Driving right past the defense and open layup, put it up nicely. Great finesse, finish it just cleanly.
A good offensive hustle on his part to make his own shot happen and score. Lakeview comes down a bad shot, unfortunately, their attempt on that one. And Onalaska gets it. Thomas bringing it back up. Fires from top of the key, but he misses. So he's starting out a little colder thus far in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, both teams, again, now we have Bajorn bringing it back up and getting a deep three for him. Starting it off just like he started off the first half.
Yep. Bjorn hitting the shot. So, yeah, our score now is 45-34.
Yeah, and we have Clem on the top of the key with the ball. Bringing in, maybe trying to set up a play here. Again, it seems like Lakeview is double teaming anything under the hoop so nobody can get in.
Thomas with the drive.
Again, Thomas with that fearless drive like you were talking about earlier.
He saw that hole too. If he could beat his man, he was all alone through the key to get an easy layup. Very savvy senior play. We've got Broman now at the top, over to Broman.
Yeah,
Anders to Bjorn. But he tries to kick it inside, and that pass has not been working very well for Lakeview today, where they're trying to hit their guy in the middle.
No, again, I think that those passes again, like you were talking about, I think that's 3 already in this half that have just been unfortunate for them. That just a little bit trying to thread the line a little bit too tight.
Yeah. Sometimes you can pass inside to make it work, but sometimes they need to be on passes, not straight passes. And Onalaska's just tipping them, or Lakeview's not been able to control them to complete their offensive set.
Again, and now we have Lakeview at the top of the key. Bajorn trying to set something up, talking to his players to get open. And now we have an open three chance possibility. Maybe he'll hit this deep three. No.
Bjorn, he thought about it, but enough pressure by Clint to not do it. Now he's driving, but ball gets tipped. He loses it. Now he gets it back, kicks it out. Shot by number 11. That was hard to see, but he missed. Yeah,
but I don't know if we saw that. That was great box out defense by Connor Hegelson. He had really pushed his guy out and said, hey, you're not getting this rebound. We are taking this Onalaska ball down to the other side.
Yeah. Onalaska brings it back down. There's a foul.
Foul is called on Mark Chu.
Yep, Mark Chu. We have under the basket. A little bit of a body going on.
So inbounding now will be Onalaska from the Lakeview baseline.
Yeah, we have Dustin Gordon, a senior, inbounding the ball.
Gets it to Thomas outside of three-point range, trying to set something up. Well defended, so he has to kick it out. Shot is missed, rebounded by
Bajorn.
And there's a foul, I believe, on Onalaska.
Yeah, I think that, just came a little bit too close, shoved him down a little bit. Seemed like he went down to his knees for that one. Yeah. They had to call that foul.
So, Bjorn Broman now bringing the ball up, number 13 for the Lakeview Lions. Over half court, they're trying to get themselves set up. He fires a three, hits it.
He is on fire, sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah.
They're not getting, things aren't getting set up. Looks like his teammates aren't moving. He said, okay, I'm taking my own hands here this game.
Their inside game hasn't been working so much, so they've got an outside game since the Broman brothers can both shoot. So, making that happen.
Yeah, definitely. And Bajorn is averaging a 20-point game, 20 points per game. So, he is really bringing out his points early.
Thomas driving, misses the shot, rebound by Onalaska, but missed, and Bjorn with the rebound.
Yep, scrappy plays.
There's Anders, stop and pop, but misses the shot. Lakeview gets it on rebound. Bjorn got it, shoots from the top of three, and it's missed.
Yep.
Rebounded by Thomas, and he's bringing it up court for Onalaska now. We got 47-37 is our score right now here, second half. Thomas with the drive and scores.
He is ferocious. He is just driving in. He doesn't care who is there. They're double teaming everything underneath the hoop, but he doesn't care. He's driving in there and just finesse at the end. Speaks volumes of his game.
They now have a 12-point lead. The Hilltoppers' biggest lead of the game. Now they're just setting up their offense. Thomas, three-point shot is off, rebounded by Lakeview.
Yep. Now we
Bjorn
have
up to brother Anders with the layup drive and scores. Brings it back to a 10-point game. 13 minutes left here in the second half.
Yeah, now it seems like both teams are a little picking up their pace a little bit more coming in the second half. Starting off a little bit slow, but, you know, again, Matt taking it, driving it in. Again, he's not going to get the score. He's going to draw the foul.
He does, and there's Anders Broman with the foul. So we've got the two stars guarding each other here in this game. At this point, I don't know if Anders was on him all the time in the first half, but he's on him now.
And again, I mean, I don't know if, on a side note, we had past participants in this event, including players such as Kevin Love, DeMarcus Cousins, we have Drew Holiday, Chris Humphreys, and a number of people, and we have a couple others coming today. So it'll be exciting. It's a great event. It's a great shootout event for the Timberwolves, and for 2013, to start out the year, this is great basketball.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, just like Munich was saying during the halftime, you know, some big stars. Probably the biggest being Kevin Love, who has been here in the past and participated in this very tournament. Thomas shooting the free throws, hits that one. It's now 51-39 with 12:45 to go here, second half. The Hilltoppers on top.
Yeah, Bjorn bringing it up, trying to set something up. You know, that's what you need to do when you're Lakeview. You need to set up a play, get things going. They need to decrease that deficit score for them.
It's hard to see with the shot miss. He's not been having a very good shooting game. I'm sorry to say that, obviously, but Thomas bringing it back up, passing on top to Helgelson. Long three-point shot, but it's an air ball.
Oh, it's a great follow-up, though, by his teammate. Yeah. We have number 10 coming in there, Ben Skogan. He says, "Hey, I got you, buddy. I'm covering for you." And you know, Matt draws the foul again.
Yeah. Because as you said, he kept the ball inbounds, went to Thomas. Thomas gets fouled, so he's shooting too.
And you see it. I don't know if we mentioned earlier, but he's the Iowa State scouting recruit. And we have the Iowa State coaches here on the sideline watching their future player. Sure.
Yeah, Fred Hoiberg, as Munich said, he's a former NBA player. He played with the Timberwolves. Good career overall. Not an all-star player, but good, and he's been a good coach. And yeah, he's got Thomas on his recruiting list to come play at Iowa State. What a great recruit. Quite honestly, I've been very impressed with Thomas's game today.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, he is averaging, again, 29 points this year. Last year, he was averaging 21 points. And, you know, taking their team to the championship, having one loss in their season last year, and that one loss being here in this Timberwolves shootout event. So, I mean, that just speaks volumes for the team, for the coach, for him as a player. They're going to have a hard time next year, maybe potentially replacing him.
Oh, you don't replace a guy like that for, you know, that's tough. That's tough for the coach, and I have to feel for him a little bit in that respect that he's got to deal with that. But that's part of, again, high school and college sports. You have guys come through the program. You always have to be bringing up new talent. But
hey, and then, you know, maybe just motivates the younger players to play like him.
Thomas hits his last free throw, so it's now 52-39 with 12 to go here in this game.
Yeah, now we have the young Broman up to top of Bjorn setting up the play. You know, driving inside. Again, that tight needle pass got through this time, but scrappy play underneath. They're not calling a jump ball yet. Really scrappy plays.
Yeah, a lot of loose ball action there, and Lakeview comes on top. Bjorn with the shot, three-point distance misses. Helgelson with the rebound. This is off to Quinn. Now forward pass up to Thomas. Thomas driving.
Ooh, a little bit too much that time, but hey, he
lost
said
control. He is a high school player, guys, folks. So yeah, he's not going to make every play.
Yeah, I know, but you know, he drove it in and he pushed it off just slightly off of number 14 for Lakeview, Mark Chu.
Right, they maintain control. Setting up top, Clint's looking for someone to pass to.
Yeah, really
ends up being Thomas coming across, but he dishes off to the side. Number 10.
You know, and that's great visual awareness. That's great. You know, he drew it in. Matt drew in, 4 players on, saw the opening, passed it out to Chu, and perfect basket, perfect setup play.
Very well set up, yeah, from Thomas to Skogan, who hit the shot. But that was great awareness by Thomas, and not taking the shot himself again. So I mean, not selfish play, you know, good team play. We got Anders Broman now trying to set something up, passing over to his brother, who shoots the long three and hits it.
Yep. Now he's on.
Again.
He's on.
Yeah.
He's on for this game. That's definitely, that's what they did. They drove a lot of attention in the center to the top of the key and then just passed it up to the outside. He's wide open.
Bjorn almost stole the ball from Thomas, but Thomas keeps it in. But Onalaska misses the shot off of that. So now Lakeview bringing it back up court again.
Yep, slowing it down a little bit, trying to set up a play.
With a three-point shot. Totally missed, but Anders Broman with the rebound.
No, I really like to see that both teams following the shot, not letting them just go and being a little bit on the lazy side. They are really agile and working to be aggressive in this game. So, I mean, that's great for this event and for both teams, setting the tone for the rest of the day to come.
Thomas missed with the missed shot, and Lakeview with the rebound. Bringing it up is Bjorn Broman. Takes a shot at the top of the key and hits it. That brings the score back to a 10-point deficit at 54-44. And we're right at the 10-minute mark left in the game.
Again, I wish I had the stats on his numbers. He is just really coming out strong. Again, he didn't know what to do with the ball. Looks like he was dribbling down. He stopped, and he almost one-legged jump and just shot that through. A little bit off balance, but put it in perfectly.
Yeah, no. He was in control, but not sure where he was going with it at first, but yeah, makes the shot, makes the score. Again, 10-point, 9:58 now with this timeout on the court. Onalaska up 54-44.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the Onalaska defense is really trying to shut down Anders Broman, but is really kind of highlighting and escalating Bjorn Broman's game.
Yeah, Bjorn has been able to come through and get more open. He's not been as closely guarded as Anders is. And it's to their credit, obviously. I'd have to say if I'm the Hilltoppers coach, I want to shut down Anders as much as possible. He's going to score. You're not going to shut him down completely, but if you can hold him down well, and if they did some scouting, there was an article out there where the Blake Bears slowed him down in a victory that they had early in December, and it was by putting too much pressure on him. So.
And again, another great drive and finesse finish by Matt Thomas underneath the basket again. He is just bringing on the Onalaska force.
Yeah, he easily has to be our high scorer of the game.
And it's scrappy plays, and that's what you have to do when you're like, just.
Pass is intercepted, and Hilltoppers bring it up. And who's up leading the rush? Matt Thomas.
He is everywhere on defense, on offense, underneath the hoop. Yeah. I just swear he is everywhere. He's like
yeah, for being one of their big guys. So, and they didn't even need him to lead that rush, but he was the one out there who got up front fastest, and kudos to him for that. So.
Yeah, high energy player. He's just really setting the tone for his team and for Lakeview to, potentially come back and beat him. Setting the tone to say, hey, this is my style. If you can't match my style, I'm going to keep doing what I can and scoring on you.
A good offensive rebound for Onalaska from the shot, but then that's stolen on a block shot. And we've got Anders Broman up against Thomas and scores. There was a great head-to-head of your stars. And Anders Broman beating Thomas head-to-head on that layup and gets the score in the bucket over. No foul. Clean play. Very well played all around. 58-46 was our score. 8:35 to go here in the second half.
Yeah, and they're really trying to get that ball to Matt. As you can see here, almost every other ball is going to him.
Long three-point shot is missed. Lakeview rebounded, keeps it inside, moving it up court.
Long pass, but they got control over it. Anders underneath the hoop.
Shot missed. Hardesty with the tip back. Another rebound, but missed that too. And Thomas with the rebound, bringing up court. Firing it over to the number 3 with the layup shot.
Again, great vision. He saw he thread the needle right through the defenders and said, hey, here's the ball. Put it up, we'll score.
Yeah, Justin Gordon was the one who scored for Onalaska on that one. Hardesty kicking the back out here on offense. Set up for a shot, takes it. It's missed.
Following a shot again. Great pursuit of the play.
Anders Broman with the, and we've got a foul, I believe, on the play too. So.
Yeah,
what was that away from the ball?
Seems like waving away from the ball, foul, offensive.
Number 24, Ben Erickson, and for Lakeview Christian.
No.
All right, so we've got 7:37 now to go. 60-48 is our score. We've got Onalaska bringing the ball up court. Thomas controlling the ball at the moment. Still being guarded by Anders.
Again, Lakeview playing tight defense.
Bad pass by Onalaska, throwing the ball away. It'll be a Lakeview ball, bringing it back up. Lakeview's got to start bringing something here now to try to cut into this deficit. Time's starting to become their enemy.
Yeah, it seems like Anders is getting a little bit more on fire, getting a little active. I don't know if, his teammate or his coaches lit a fire, but, he's coming with a little bit more assertion, that's for sure.
Hardesty gets stripped by the ball by number 2.
Dylan,
yeah, when he drives it all the way down for the score, really burns them on that turnover. And he steals it again, does Dylan. Sets it over to Thomas, who now driving in the lane.
Again with the finesse.
2 nice defensive plays by Dylan and sets up Onalaska for 2 quick scores. Increasing the score to 64-48, and there's 6:55 to go here at Target Center in the game. So Onalaska kind of having control of this now at this point in time. It will take a real push by Lakeview to try to bring this back.
Yeah, it seemed like, even going back to the warm-ups, Onalaska had a very systematic, structured warm-up versus Lakeview was still systematic, but it seemed like Onalaska was determined to really start out fresh, clean, motivated, focused, not taking away from Lakeview, but again, just touching on the emphasis that Onalaska has been playing and carried through to both the first half and now the second half.
Sure, and maybe they heard your point about their one loss last year was here in the tournament, so maybe they're like, thanks for reminding us, Jessica. We want to win this game because we want that revenge factor.
That is a potential. I am a couple of rows up, but hey, they're playing their A game and they're bringing it on, which is what you want to do when, you're a top competing school in not only the state of Wisconsin, but in all the country.
Sure, in this tournament, so. Okay, they have a winning record, like I said, they're 6-3 versus Lakeview is about 500 ball, so.
Yes.
Okay, we've got Anders with the drive. He scores and gets the foul, and one coming up here. Anders definitely trying to exude some more strength and leadership and getting a little more control for his team and trying to get them back into this game.
Definitely. And you see that the younger Broman passed it to his older brother and set up the play perfectly. And, this is kind of uncommon for Anders for the point difference that he's been scoring in this game. He's averaging, again, going back to averaging 43.7 points per game. I don't think he has that number yet, but hey, we still have 6 minutes left in the game, so.
Yeah, he will have to get on fire. But the 2 Broman brothers definitely play well together, that's for sure.
Yeah, we have a deep 3.
It's missed, and Grun with the rebound way up court. And nice fast break by Lakeview. They haven't had many of those today.
No,
Feeds it up to Mark Chu with the basket.
Yeah, and he booked it down court. He was ready for that. But, I'm setting that different track. Sometimes maybe that's going to be Lakeview's strategy for the rest of the game. Having someone just run down and exerting the most energy to beat the offense and say, hey, this is going to be a new style we're going to be playing.
Yeah, well, and they need the fast break points for sure to try to get back in this. It's 64-53, so it's 11-point difference now. And if they want to close that, they need some fast buckets like that any time that they can get them. So there's Thomas now with the drive. Oh, but knocked away by Broman. Did they call the foul on him?
They got a little bit of foul. I think he got.
I wish we had replay because it looked like he hit all ball, but there might have been some minor body contact. Who knows? But
yeah, the refs right underneath the basket.
They are there. Yeah, I'm not going to try to pick on the refs from this vantage point. So I'll save that for Wolves games.
But again, what's going to separate this game and decrease the score difference is going to be, maybe they're going to have to put two people on Matt. I see that they're trying to, but I don't know. He's a little bit too quick for Lakeview right now. Maybe if they give him some space.
Perhaps, yeah. He just hit both his free throws. So they'll be back up to 13 points now. It's 66-53. Yeah, and 5:55 to go here in the game.
Yeah, he's just a great player. But hey, Lakeview's a great squad too, and this is a closing chance. They can still come back and win this thing.
Pass picked off, and Thomas easy basket. Oh, and he gets undercut too. So he'll be a little bit slow to get up here as he was driving. The Lakeview player tried to get down there, but too late. Kind of undercut him.
Yeah, it seemed like
it was definitely an unintentional kind of thing, not dirty play by any means kind of stuff, but gives Thomas an and one opportunity here to really get their score up even higher. They're now up by 15, 68-53 as he shoots the free throw.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like Matt landed on top of Lakeview's defender.
Yeah. Okay, so he hits that, so it's now 69-53. And Onalaska still trying to play tough D, but they foul Bjorn Broman on that one. So
yeah, we have a foul on Dellen. Playing a little bit too tight of a defense, you know, little close on body. They have a great separation in points. You don't need to be putting that much pressure on. But again, Onalaska playing tight defense, putting the pressure on.
They have been all game, yeah.
Again, going to the outside. Maybe Lakeview's bringing the outside shot like you talked about earlier. They're good on the outside, but they just miss it that time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good open look, but just the shot didn't drop. Nice offensive rebound by Onalaska on the Helgelson's missed three.
Oh.
And they set up another good play, but then they missed the layup. So beautiful play and setup, but the shot does not drop. There's a kick ball on Alaska, so it'll be Lakeview ball now still. They're on the offensive end now. 5:04 to go here in the game.
Yep, 69 Onalaska, 53 Lakeview. But again, this is just a great game. Both teams bringing their A game, and Onalaska is coming on top right now, but hey, Lakeview still has a chance as they're setting up plays at the top of the key. Trying to get that open guy. Deep three.
Long pass. It's missed by Lakeview. There's no 15 Josh Plies with the attempt missed. Oh, long inbound lob and easy basket there for Onalaska. Number 3, Dustin Gordon.
It seems like we just had deja vu, but opposite team.
Yeah. Attempt by Lakeview to do the long bomb doesn't work. Onalaska turns it around and makes it work.
33, Jack Norman back in from line.
They've got total control of this game now. It's 71-53, 4:40 to go.
Yeah, we have a quick sub in Jack Norman to the game. Try to bring a different spark to Lakeview's game. But carrying on to the top of the key, we have Bjorn Broman, and setting up the plays a little bit fast. Maybe they can take their time. They have longer seconds that they can use,
nice
great defensive play.
Yeah, Anders Broman seeing them going for that, comes back, intercepts, drives down, takes a three-pointer, but misses unfortunately.
Again, that long ball.
Turns it around and they missed it. So 2 fast break attempts by both teams. Both good attempts and set up well, and shots are missed. Here we got Bjorn with the long NBA three, and it's off. Rebounded by Hardesty underneath, and he's fouled.
Hey, that's what you want to see again. Setting it up, taking that deep three, but hey, if you don't make it, we have our teammate to follow up with that. And Jonathan did a great job in getting underneath the ball, drawing the foul, and now going to the line.
Yeah, Hardesty, he's been really hustling in on a lot of action. He has not had a good shooting game, but he makes his first free throw, and he's lining up for another one here. Puts it up, it's off.
Yeah, we have Matt.
He gets 1 to 2, so now we've got Matt Thomas bringing it up for Onalaska.
Yeah, setting the plays is just going to be one thing that Onalaska is going to be doing, and what they have been the whole game. Great pick and roll by 44 and Matt combination.
Mm-hmm. That was Helgelson and Thomas for Onalaska. There's a foul on Broman, so it's Onalaska ball out of bounds underneath. Got 3:41 here to go.
Again, top of the key. Trying to find that open man underneath, inside, putting it up, drawing the foul. Doesn't get the basket, but hey, draws the foul again.
That was Dustin Gordon with the shot attempt.
Foul is on Jack Norman.
Jack Norman foul for Lakeview, so it'll be a shooting attempt.
First personal, 7th team foul.
And we'll have Gordon at the line, firing 2.
Again, Onalaska not at all taking one step back from this Lakeview team. Just full on pressing through, never satisfied on the score. Always pushing.
No, they have not let up. They have maintained a real strong pressing defense throughout the game. That's definitely their style, and it's obviously quite successful for them. So. And
it's been placing a hard challenge to Lakeview, but hey, they got the rebound right away. Now they're underneath, trying to bring it down. But Onalaska again, not stepping back, full court press almost.
Yep, they are. And we've got Bjorn Broman bringing it up. It's in Hardesty now in the lane. Yep. Shooting, hits the basket. Good job by Hardesty to just drive in and hit that shot.
Yeah, definitely. Now we have on top of the key, bringing it down. We have Onalaska ball, setting things up. Again, pick and roll. Puts it up, almost followed through. Now Lakeview ball, bringing it down. Berjorman.
Anders with it. Back.
Those two just look so much alike.
They do, I know. Yeah, just got to pick up the numbers here. Bjorn with the shot. Nice
Beautiful
shot by Bjorn. Very pretty basket. So he's definitely, I think, their leading scorer today. And that was a very, very nice shot. Score 72-58 now, 2:40 to go in the game.
Yeah, again, I mean, you can see Onalaska had all 5 players on the top of the key, and now drawing in. This must be a strategy of theirs to have and then kind of draw in, leaving the underneath open to kind of peel through. There's no defenders underneath. Lakeview's playing man-to-man defense, so that's what's getting them that drive underneath the hoop and opening.
Now Lakeview bringing the ball up.
Oh, great steal.
Steal from behind, yeah. And we've got Thomas with the ball again for Onalaska, just taking time to get things set up. At this point, that's smart. You just no need to rush anything. Just set your offense, get a good shot.
Yeah, and that was just a great pass.
Clint Ryan with the bucket, 3-pointer.
Yeah, and Onalaska not stepping down on their defense.
Yep, they are. They commit a foul there against Onalaska on. And Bjorn was the one hit. He's a little bent over.
Yeah, Dylan was just a little bit too tight on that defensive play.
Bjorn looks to be okay, but he breaks out, takes the lead pass.
Yeah, he's
driving in, kicks the ball out to the right side. Shot is up, but off. Rebounded by Onalaska. They're bringing it up court again. And Thomas again with the ball, bringing it up the left sideline.
Yeah.
Driving down baseline, kicks the ball back out to Heckelson, who passes it out. Over in the corner to Thomas, but he was on the line, so
yeah,
turnover.
They called him out of bounds.
So Lakeview will be inbounding the ball then from their own baseline. We got 1:50 to go here in the game. Substitution happening here. 1:50 to go in this game. 75-58 is the score. Onalaska over Lakeview. Here in the first game of the Target Center Timberwolves 2013 shootout.
Yep, Josh Kloon coming into the game for Lakeview, trying to bring that spark, but hey, Onalaska says, I don't think so, Matt, again, drawing it in with a great finesse finish.
Yeah. Dylan makes the steal, gets it to Matt, who goes in for the score. It's just, Dylan's defense has been very impressive and led to a lot of turnovers.
But hey, I mean, it's a great bucket by Anders. He says, I'm going to turn this around for my team. I don't care what the score is, I'm going to score.
Yep. No, and certainly the Broman brothers have not given up, have not quit in this game.
And that's what you need to do, you know, for leading into your next potential games and going into practice. You say, hey, this game isn't over. There's still more to it, even though the score is extremely different. 17-point difference. You know, Onalaska playing great offense and defense alone, moving the ball around very quickly and strategically. But timeout called.
Timeout called by Onalaska. Just under a minute to go now. 58 seconds even. 77-60 is our score here at Target Center. The Onalaska Hilltoppers leading the Lakeview Christian Lions. We're in their first game again of the 2013 Target Center Timberwolves Shootout.
Now, say you were Lakeview coach. You know, 58 seconds left of the game, 60-77. Clearly not potential to come back and win. What would you be saying to your teammates right now? Or what do you think the coach right now for Lakeview is saying?
I certainly want to be just encouraging your guys to keep on going and keep on playing. And, you know, and if there's something that you want to work on as far as whether it's defensively as a set or if it's, you know, offensive play, that kind of thing, doesn't appear like you're subbing anybody else in, so at this point, so it's not like you're playing, you know, that would be one of the things you could do is to try to get someone who's not played much a little more experience, but they're sticking with their main guys, so.
All in for Onalaska.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, tight defense, but, you know, Onalaska comes with an inbound pass, driving it in. Quick offense on the top of the key, trying to set something up, but hey.
Turnover. Passed up to Anders Broman, goes in for the layup, hits the bucket. So another basket for Anders Broman. He's got a lot of points in the game too, so he certainly had a decent game. He's not 42 by any means like he's been averaging.
No, it's just, you know, it's maybe he has agreed. He has been having a great game, but you know, at matches he's been having a little bit of a better game.
Yeah, well, this has been the Matt Thomas show between as far as the shootout between the two stars. Thomas definitely would be, if we're picking a player of the game, he'd be the guy.
Yeah, I mean, deep three attempt by Bjorn, but didn't follow through, and they drew the foul.
So being inbounded underneath, it's not a shooting. Now we're having massive substitution. Lakeview bringing it, putting in just the guys. 14.8 seconds to go. So.
Yeah, we have a fresh new lineup for Lakeview as they're bringing in their little bit younger players to give them experience here at the venue. so they could potentially come back and play, get some experience underneath, setting it up, but just missed it.
They set the play up very well on the inbounds and passing around to get that shot off. And now time's just ticking off, and our game is done. Final score here at Target Center, Onalaska Hilltoppers win with 77-62 over the Lakeview Christian Lions. So that's game 1 of this tournament that's down now. So game 2 will be coming up in a little bit here. We got De La Salle, the Islanders from De La Salle, very strong team here from the cities, going against Blue Valley Northwest Huskies that are out of Kansas. So it'll be an interesting game too, because another in-state team versus out-of-state team, and the out-of-state team has had a good history and record, and De La Salle, very strong team, good record. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, going back to this game, it was a battle from the beginning. Both teams coming out scrappy, playing the fast-paced game, but Onalaska just came on top. Matt had a fantastic game. Lakeview with the Broman brothers, they tried their best, you know, heads a little bit hanging here, but hey, what can you do when you have sometimes you just have the outstanding player take away?